Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 5-day walking challenge. Today we're going to explore the possibilities of making connections with nature whilst we're out walking. And we're going to be finding out why it's so good for your mental and your physical health. Before setting off on my forest bathing trip, I decided to pop into the Woodland bakery to grab myself a coffee and a sandwich because I love eating my lunch al fresco. And taking time out to eat freshly prepared food in a natural setting is something that I really enjoy because it adds to the whole sensory experience. So why don't you grab a coffee and come with me and find out why forest bathing, or shirin-yoku as the Japanese call it, is such a popular pastime and something you can do whilst you're walking. Before starting your forest bathing walk, have a clear idea of your goals and intentions. Take a few minutes to ground yourself. Inhale and exhale 4 times before you start your walk. This will help to calm and relax you. We're going to push ourselves a little bit further today. So yesterday we did a 30-minute walk. Today we're going to aim for a 45-minute walk or more. As you walk, look at the textures of the floor and the shadows. Listen to the birdsong and the sound of the trees in the breeze. Hear the crunch of your footsteps on twigs and leaves. Take in the green colours of grass and plants. And observe and touch the different textures of barks on trees. Take deep breaths to take in the smell of earth and pine. Stop to smell wild flowers and touch any mosses and ferns that you come across. Notice the signs of nature that are all around you. Notice how the wind feels as it rushes through your hair or brushes your skin. Notice how warm the sun's rays are on your face and on your hands. If you get the opportunity, take off your shoes and socks and walk barefoot on the grass. Use all of your senses to fully connect with nature. As I did this walk in March, in springtime, there were signs of early growth, new trees being planted. And when I stopped for a rest to have my coffee, I chose a spot on an old log where I could really immerse myself in nature and take a break for a moment. Forest bathing gives me an opportunity to take some time out of my busy day and just relax and connect my senses to nature. Forest bathing, or Shinrin-yoku, was first developed in Japan in the 1980s following scientific studies conducted by the government. The research showed that forest bathing could reduce blood pressure, lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol, and improve concentration and memory. It's important to pay attention to your breathing when you're forest bathing because this is a great way to relax and clear your mind so that you can focus on what's around you. Try closing your eyes and taking 10 slow deep breaths in and out, then gently open your eyes and bring your awareness back to the forest. 2 hours is actually the recommended time for a forest bathing session. But if you've got a busy schedule, then even just 10 minutes can help you to feel mentally and physically refreshed. When did you last touch a tree trunk and feel the rough bark, or notice the way sunlight catches the leaves? Or when was the last time you tried to pick out all of the different types of birdsong around you? And just before I start to eat my lunch, it's always good to remember that trees and plants release chemicals called phytoncides, which have a protective antimicrobial effect on human bodies and thereby boost our immune systems. Over the last few years, forest bathing has begun to gain popularity in the UK. Many of us naturally head outside as a way to unwind and feel refreshed, but the benefits of nature therapy are also backed up by science. In 2018, academics at the University of Derby found that improving a person's connection with nature led to significant increases in their health and well-being. Today's busy lives can have a significant impact on our mental and physical well-being. So, if you're looking to escape the hustle and bustle for a while, why not do what I do and take your lunch and go and eat it in nature? I used to love eating al fresco when I was camping as a young kid. Even though I'm 59, I still love going on picnics too. And whether I'm having a barbecue or a delicious takeaway sandwich from my local bakery, food always tastes better when you eat it outdoors. I love to support local businesses too, and I regularly buy my coffee from the Woodlands bakery before I start work. It's a lovely local bakery in my community of Hutton in Shenfield, Essex, and their sandwiches are really delicious. And it's a family-run firm which I love to support. So, as you can see, forest bathing is no more complicated than simply going for a wander in your local woods or park. And it's certainly cheaper than going to the gym. And if you like, you can treat yourself to an al fresco lunch. You're getting all your steps in for your daily exercise, and you're taking time to focus on the natural world around you. Pick quiet times of the day when you know you won't be disturbed by children or dog walkers. Turn off your electronic devices and just enjoy a coffee in the sunshine. Digital detoxing will help you to slow down and focus on your surroundings. Wandering slowly through the trees can be very meditative, or you can settle down on a log to really take in your surroundings. If you stay still and quiet enough, you're also more likely to see wildlife, such as squirrels and birds. Sometimes a simple walk in woodland, where you're surrounded by the echoes of calling birds and the satisfying crunch of fallen leaves and twigs underfoot, is the perfect remedy for reducing stress. So is carrot cake and coffee. Yes, I did treat myself to a little sweet treat there, but I'm going to walk off those calories during my exercise. The difference between normal activities and forest bathing is that we're going to move very slowly today on our walk. Forest bathing is about calming down your nervous system and reducing your heart rate and your blood pressure. If you exert yourself too physically, your tiredness will reduce the effects of the forest bathing, because your body will produce more stress hormones such as adrenaline, noradrenaline and cortisol, which studies have shown that forest bathing can help decrease. When we inhale the chemicals that the trees release into the air, the phytoncides, they can reduce our stress hormones and increase our levels of white blood cells, known as natural killer cells, that help us fight viruses and infections. Life sometimes gets in the way of our connection with what makes us human. Without our dose of nature, we can become alienated, ill, questioning our existence and even uncaring for our immediate environment. And we maybe stop remembering what being content and happy means. Today, whilst you're out walking, I hope that you feel in awe of nature, and you can see that we have a very humble place within it. And whilst you're connecting with nature, let it do what it does best: heal you and calm you. And as you reflect on your walk today, think about incorporating forest bathing in your daily walking routines. Note down in a walking journal any changes in mood. Reflect on how you felt, both physically and mentally, before, during and after your walk. If you followed all of our advice and tips here on this video, you should, in theory, feel really calm and relaxed, but also feel energized. And if you really want to connect with nature and say goodbye to the forest and thank you and show your gratitude, try a bit of tree hugging. Don't be afraid, just go up to the nearest tree and give it a good cuddle. If you hug it hard enough, you really will feel the energy of nature. So I hope you've enjoyed your beginner's guide to forest bathing with Walks with Grandma. Join us tomorrow when we'll be taking this one step further and actually meditating in the forest. Don't forget to celebrate your successes from today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.